Views expressed may be politically controversial. Viewer discretion advised. Good evening, America and lovely Miami Lakes, Florida. Welcome back to the super sexy Black Saitama show. I'm your host, Black Saitama, aka Amir Waheed. As usual, you know the topic is always about niggas and politics. Let's get started with the disclaimer. The views expressed in this presentation are not meant to offend any party. The super sexy Black Saitama show may present unpopular, controversial political opinions. Don't get upset. The content is presented for educational purposes and entertainment purposes. So please sit back and enjoy the show. Yes, I. All right, man. Today our subject is titled MGTOW and MAGA. When men were men and when women were feminine. We're going to start off with a clip of the Queen, my girl, Shahrazad Ali. If you guys don't know her, please look her up. She wrote some great, amazing books on how to help black society from back then. We're going to go right into some liberal bulldogs, Trina, B. Simone, and Sukiana. And I'm showing the Queen, and then I'm going to show what niggas call queens today. These are who niggas call queens today, and I'm going to show you what a real queen is, right? After that, we're going to go into the 3 most imperative questions to ask women today. There's only 3. We're going to get into that. I'm also going to be touching on what is MGTOW and how it saved my life. And our final segment is going to be a little touchy. We're going to be talking about Rashad Brooks and that shooting that went down in Atlanta, the cop shooting. So yeah, we're going to get into that. So let's get started, guys. One thing that's never spoken about today is the detriment that came with feminism. The initiative may have started with noble goals, but was later hijacked by liberal bulldogs. We're going to explore the necessity of MGTOW based on a few stats. All right, stat number 1, the divorce rate in the U.S. is 60+%. 70% of that is initiated by women. All right, number 2, 60 million abortions since 1973. Wow. Number 3, 72% inmates in state prisons were raised by single moms. Number 4, 77% of black children are born to unwed mothers. All right, so I'm going to start off with a little scripture from my personal Black Saitama Instagram page, and then I'm going to read a little excerpt from Ron Paul's book, The Revolution, a Manifesto, and I'm going to show you how it all ties in to MGTOW, MAGA, and my life story, how it changed my output on life, and how this guy got me off the Democrat plantation in 2008. And I became a libertarian ever since then. All right, so cool. All right, man, so it's going to be a great show, man. Sit back and enjoy. Grab your popcorn. You know I got my Kool-Aid, baby. Let's enjoy it. All right, so, man, I'm going to start off with a scripture from my Black Saitama Instagram page. It's titled Liberal Women, a.k.a. Hoes, by Amir Waheed. All right, so cool. Let me start with that. Then we're gonna get into a clip with Shahrazad Ali of right into the subject. Okay. Okay. So liberal women, aka hoes. Okay. You better ask women their political affiliation. It's imperative at this point. You must know the difference between liberal ideology and conservative integrity. Men go MGTOW. If she's liberal, just fuck 'em. Figuratively and literally. Men, stay away from single mothers, never get married, and make your women prove their value. Besides sex, what do they bring to the table? Only hoes are pro-choice with their body. A Proverbs 31 woman, aka a conservative woman of value, have eyes only for one man and her established family. A liberal woman, aka a hoe, thinks it's okay to have multiple baby fathers, wants attention from multiple men, goes to the club on Saturday being a hoe, then she puts on a facade on Sunday by going to church. I don't care what anyone thinks. My opinion of this new liberated, sexual freedom, feminist society from TV shows like Sex in the City, even the black version Girlfriends, liberal women, y'all hoes, aka y'all hoes with a body count outside of a marriage, or multiple children by multiple men, or just plain old prostitute Jezebel. Yes, we see you. We see y'all plain as day. We know y'all exist. You prey on simps, blue pill men. But guess what? MGTOW is here to save men's lives. You fucking hoes have gotten away with the bullshit for too long. But it's not entirely your fault. Weak men are raised into believing y'all hoes to be princesses, regardless of y'all choices and bad behavior. MGTOW is here to make sure men clearly know the difference between you hoes and conservative women of value. If you're a liberal, you're not a conservative woman of value. You just a hoe. Ludicrous voice. Alright, so that's my scripture. I hope all you guys got to, the deep down message of what kind of women you're picking in life. I know personally, I'm divorced, ex-wife, ex-marriage, have 2 kids, right? And prior to marriage, I dated a couple women, and they all ended up the same kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because I was raised differently, and when I was in a date scene, I was just dating based on looks. I was just dating based on looks, fat ass, pretty, whatever color. I don't care what color skin you was, or you just got to be pretty, right? And I came to realization after my divorce that all my problems came from liberal women. I really wasn't taking politics seriously, during my marriage or whatever. But when I reflect back after the divorce, I dated like 2 or 3 more times. I didn't ask any questions. I just thought they were cute. And it always ended up the same way. Playing games, lying, nonsense like that. So that's what made me start thinking about a few other things in life. So, and how do I choose women and blase blase. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a clip from Shahrazad Ali, the queen of the black community. Currently, Candace Owens took that throne. Shahrazad Ali, she tried her best about 20, 30 years ago. She had a strong message for both black men and black women, right? You can actually see the results of feminism and the results of not listening to Miss Shahrazad Ali. And we're going to jump straight into those clips as well. Okay, so let's start off first with Miss Shahrazad Ali. And I want you guys to take a good listen. I'm going to play it twice. It's 1 minute long. The Destruction of the Black Family Structure from Sister Shahrazad Ali. Let's go.
But the book just represents our collective contribution. This is some of everything that we have done, or that we do daily, that contributes to the breakup of our relationship, the destruction of our man, and the failure of our children to be able to function. They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. We have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. Over 60% of our women are single, widows,
All right, cool. So it was just a quick clip. She goes on for about at least an hour. She has plenty of speeches. She went around the nation, plenty of news channels back in
single family house.
All around the nation, been on the news networks. Definitely sold a book nationwide. Let me play that one more time so you can just make sure you heard what she's saying. the destruction of the black family structure. This is just 1 minute, and then we're going to see the results.
Represents our collective contribution. This is some of everything that we have done, or that we do daily, that contributes to the breakup of our relationship, the destruction of our man, and the failure of our children to be able to function. They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. We have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. Over 60% of our women are single, widows, separated.
Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her. That's the Queen Shahrazad Ali. She goes on further and further to say, so what kind of women are we dealing with today? Like she say, loud, independent, strong, got their own car, got their own job. They don't need no man for this. They don't need no father in the house. You know what I'm saying? And, last episode what I touched on, the welfare, LBJ, Great Society Act, on how welfare took the father out of the home, right? So this is just more on that. So, they utilize welfare. Some people use welfare for the right reason. They use it temporarily, and, they get off and they pursue careers and everything. But see, one thing when these women, these single women, they use welfare perfect. That's no problem. It's a program made to be used for, for its purpose, right? But now when they get this job, this degree, right? They get crazy. You know what I'm saying? They all of a sudden they wear the pants in the house. It's something. It's something in the psyche. It's something that happened with this feminism. And I could tell you straight up with my marriage, when it was going down the drain, I was in the military. I was the breadwinner. During that time, my wife was a stay-at-home wife. All day she's in my fucking MySpace, my Facebook, right? So I used to go home arguing. It's like, hey, listen, instead of being on that damn MySpace and Facebook looking to see what I'm doing, which I ain't doing shit, I'm at work. Why don't you utilize that time on a computer to go to school, right? Get your college degree while you online all day. Instead of searching my MySpace and my Facebook, go get your degree. Granted, she went ahead and did that. So cool. So fast forward, I get out the Navy, and she's getting her degree. It was like night and day. We were in St. Augustine. I remember it, night and day. She came to the room. She said, hey, I just graduated from college. I was happy, but I was out the Navy now. I was unemployed. So it was all good. Congratulations, everything. Slowly but surely, week after week, you could see the shifting roles, right? And I was there. She was working, and so I was there watching the kids, and the more that me being like not bringing no money to the house, the more that she made money. Y'all must know women don't like spending money on no man, right? So that slowly deteriorated our relationship, and the rest is history. But I witnessed it firsthand, that power shift, that power role. You know what I'm saying? So let me get into Sukihana meeting Trina. When I was talking about Trina last week, and when I said Trina, she raised these women in Miami. She raised these bulldogs that I be talking about. Let me give you a quick little clip of Sukihana and Trina and tell you what this is the results of feminism. This is everything Shahrazad Ali was talking about, and these are the results of not listening to Shahrazad Ali. Now, so check this out.
Hey everyone, good coochie is coming the fuck through. Good coochie coming through. Period. Too much talking. Nobody said how you find this is. Okay, Trina, this is Sukihana. Sukihana, I've heard so much. Well, let me tell you something. You made me. You raised her. She made me hold it, I ain't the fucking head. You know now how to sell more pussy than this. I love you so much.
Oh my God, I know it. I believe it.
I believe it. Yeah, I don't date these kind of hoes no more, man. Let me pause it right quick. You see all this weave right here? I don't know if those fake titties or fake ass, right? To me, this is all eye candy, right? I don't want nothing else to do with her. She could look. Let's rewind back when she was shaking ass, all right? Because you know, one thing I do like is ass now. All right. Yeah. I already know what category to put her in. You feel me? But let's finish watching it one more time.
Somebody said high five. This is okay, Trina. This is Sukihana. Sukihana first. So much. Let me tell you something. You raised her.
You raised her.
I ain't the fucking head. You know now how to sell more pussy than this. I love you so much, Trina.
Oh my God, I know it. I believe it.
I follow you so fucking amazing.
All right, I'm cutting that off. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at the makeup. How much money is spent? Look at all the simps. Look at all the beta boys around. Right? Look at all the simps. Anything she say, they go follow and listen. They not MGTOW. You know what I'm saying? They'll eat her shit if she told them to. You feel me? Look at the hair. Look at the boobs. Does that look like a conservative woman to you? All right, we're going to go to the next clip, man. And now, Sukihana, Trina, you know what I'm saying? Probably some sweet girls behind scenes. You never know. But, you know, that's the extreme ratchet right now. Here's another one. Here's another one that I can't stand. When I first seen this video, I thought basketball season came back. I thought that was Anthony Davis, that fucking unibrow. But, yeah, let's listen to what she got to say now.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not?
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a.
Well, is that how you look at that unibrow? I thought this was goddamn Anthony Davis. Now listen to what the hell she's saying.
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't.
So
like,
he can't
clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you
We pausing it right there because now that's just coon babble there. Cause now she knows she sounds stupid, but now she gotta you know once you say a lie, cause she knows she date niggas that work 9 to 5. The fuck, but yeah, so that's just straight coon babble now because now she want to try to sound cute. But bitch, you don't expose yourself. Nobody got time for that. And women today have lots of demands. A good childhood friend of ours that we grew up with, she came to visit about 3 weeks ago, right here in Miami, Cal City area, right? So, you know, childhood friend. We were neighbors from kids, right? So, you know, she's now one of them modern women, bachelor degree, single mother, right? Not with the baby father anymore, right? So, you know, she's from young, she always been materialistic. She always, you know, she always into that high fashion, very ladylike, very feminine, but she's one of them high maintenance, high expensive type females, right? So like, you know, it was good catching up. We all saying hey to each other. You know, that's our first time seeing each other in years, right? So we just jumped into a quick conversation like, hey, what's up? You dating or whatever? So she said she was dating some dude, but then she was saying, you know, but her criteria is high. Like the nigga must make $90,000, and she went on with a whole list of stuff. So we got into arguing because why does any of that matter, right? But y'all know what these females talking about. So, anyways, man, those were some that was the results. I'm gonna go to this one little slide here, just so you guys can see it, right? Feminism is failure, right? And those were the stats I was talking about earlier at the beginning of the show, right? I got those stats from this slide. I only took 4 of them. We're going to touch on those 4. But this is the whole slide of why feminism is failure. And as you can see, 45% of women aged 25 to 44 work full time. 66% of women carry credit card debt. 85% of those living paycheck to paycheck are women. Women owe 67% of the student loan debt. So Queen Shahrazad Ali tried to warn black women of all the failures of white liberal feminism. If y'all didn't know, feminism was a white woman's agenda, right? They bunched in the black woman. They sold the black woman on white liberal agendas, because at the end of the day, the target has always been the black man, right? As a result, we've seen the video of Trina, Sukiyana, B. Simone. These are the kind of black women you're dealing with today. You feel me? Not all of them, but them hot and spicy ones, them sexy ones, you know what I'm saying? The ones that most niggas want. Yeah, the loud and ghetto ratchet ones, the sexiest ones, you know what I'm saying? Most likely they liberal. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm sexy and I know it.
all right, welcome back. Yes, we're just finishing up on the first segment that was about Shahrazad Ali trying to warn this current generation the failures of feminism. She was trying to warn this current generation of feminism and all those practices that independent, don't need no man, what it would result to, right? So we're gonna get into the MGTOW and MAGA portion. When men were men and when women were feminine. We're gonna get into the three questions, the three most imperative questions to ask women today. I'm gonna start off with a little excerpt from Ron Paul's book, The Revolution and Manifesto. This is chapter 4, Economic Freedom. And this is so important for MGTOW, right? Economic freedom. Okay. Economic freedom is based on a simple moral rule. Everyone has a right to his or her life and property, and no one has the right to deprive anyone of those things. To some extent, everyone accepts this principle. For instance, anyone going to his neighbor's home and taking his money at gunpoint, regardless of all the wonderful, selfless thing he promised to do with it, would be promptly arrested as a thief. But for some reason, it is considered morally acceptable when government does that very same thing. We have allowed government to operate according to its own rules and own set of moral rules. Frederick Bastiat, right? I got his book as well. Frederick Bastiat, one of the great political and economic writers of all time, called this legal plunder. Legal plunder, when government can infiltrate into your property and life. Bastiat identified 3 approaches we could take to such plunder. The few plunder the many. Everybody plunders everybody. Nobody plunders anybody. I just wanted to start off with that first little paragraph, Economic Freedom, from Ron Paul. Let's see. Everyone has a right to his or her life and property, and no one has the right to deprive any one of these things. That's where MGTOW and MAGA come. All right, cool. So we're going to define MGTOW. Men going their own way. Men going their own way is a statement of self-ownership, where the modern man preserves and protects his own sovereignty above all else. It is the manifestation of one word, no, ejecting silly preconceptions and cultural definitions of what a man is, looking to no one else for social cues, refusing to bow, serve, and kneel for the opportunity to be treated like a disposable utility, and living according to his own best interest in a world which would rather he didn't. Cool. So you guys know what the definition of MGTOW means. Everyone knows what the definition of MAGA means. Make America Great Again. I put those two together, MGTOW and MAGA, when men were men and when women were feminine. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna ask the 3 most imperative questions to ask women today. Follow me to the board, guys. Cool, man. What's going on, man? Super sexy board, cool. So yes, man, so we have the topic. 3 questions to ask women today and why, and then you're gonna find out the difference between a conservative woman of value and a liberal female. If you guys don't know the difference from conservative and liberal female, that's why I showed you the clip of Shahrazad Ali, conservative woman of value, and some liberal bulldogs, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Okay, so the first question that you must ask all women today: what is your political affiliation? You might want to know why that's important. So say you're dating a woman, right? Or you find a woman attractive, or however you guys meet up, right? And you're thinking about taking it to the next level. You could just be a dog, you could just be a player, you know what I'm saying? As far as MGTOW in all essence means penis management, right? Meaning that you're controlling the women that you deal with. You feel me? Not just being simped and my dog, he called it tender dick. Just being tender dick for any female that come around. Your heart is melted. You're at their whim of abuse and manipulation. You actually want to be in control of the situation as a man, because we're making America great again. We're bringing back patriarchy. We're bringing back the man's role, and you can't be a footling. You have to actually be a man of value, if you're gonna follow MGTOW. MGTOW doesn't hate women. We do hate hoes, but not necessarily. We just hate the games that hoes play. Okay, so what is your political affiliation? You might want to ask why. You might want to know. You might want to be interested to know if she's pro-choice. For guys that don't know what that means, pro-choice, that's like a woman's body to choose to have an abortion without nobody else's, like the father, like he has 0 input, it's totally her choice. All right, so she might be pro-choice. You might want to know what's her thoughts on welfare. The Democrat Party promotes welfare, right? For some reason, there was a clip with Representative Sheila Lee Jackson in Houston, and I guess Trump. It was a couple months back, or probably last year. Trump passed a budget and budget cuts, and she was kind of mad. She said that Trump's budget cuts were akin to slavery because it encourages minorities to find employment. So how is that akin to slavery, making somebody find a job? So that's like a Democrat liberal thing. So you might want to find out if she's used to welfare. You might want to find out her sexual orientations with the LGBT community. I mean, you might be thinking about a girl to raise your children. You might be thinking of a girl to start a family with, but she might be in the closet, She might be bisexual. She might be having other thoughts, and she might want multiple men. So you never know. So you have to ask these questions. You want to know if she's sexually liberated. You know what I'm saying? How does she view sex? If you look at the definition of liberal and the definition of conservative, you'll be able to tell the difference from there right then. All right. So next question you want to ask women: do you practice womb management? What's womb management? Like I told you guys earlier, MGTOW is penis management. So you want to find a woman who practices womb management. She uses good judgment selecting her mate. Like, what's her body count? You want to know the body count? Definitely want to know that. A female that don't want to tell you that, hey, Tell them hoes to kick rocks, man. Most females not gonna want to answer that question because they hoes, right? Conservative women of value have no problem answering any of these questions, right? So it's like, what kind of men is she dating? Or is she going from man of value, man of value, man of value? Or is she picking fuckboys, losers, thugs? Or is she picking for looks, for dreads, for golds, for his car, for materialism? What kind of guys is she attracted to, right? Let's see. What else you might want to know if she practices? Number of children. And if she has kids, how many fathers? You never want to get with a single mom. And you definitely never want to get with a single mom with children by multiple men. It's just too much pressure for you. You don't need that stress. There's plenty of women in the world. All right, so don't settle. You're gonna go in for a life of misery if you settle with that. All right, and the third question: are you a Proverbs 31 woman? All right, so if you guys are familiar with the Bible, you have your section in there, Psalms, you have your Proverbs. Proverbs 31 basically describes the good wife, the roles of a wife, everything she's supposed to do. So if you're asking her this question, you want to know her role as a wife. You're asking her personally, directly, so she could tell you verbatim and honestly or not what she plans to bring to the table as a wife. So you want to know the role of a wife. You want her to tell you her role, and you want to explain to her what you expect from her, and she needs to explain to you what she expects to give you, right? The necessity of materialism. Is she materialistic? I mean, does she need her hair done? You guys are trying to start a family. Is $400 or $500 going towards makeup, hair, clothes, out to eat? Is she gonna be cooking? Is she gonna obey and submit? You need to know these questions, man. So these are the 3 questions you must ask women today. If they can't answer them, kick them to the curb fast. Kick rocks, man. So now, how do you tell the difference between a conservative woman of value and a liberal female? They're right here. If you want a conservative woman of value, she's definitely going to be pro-life, right? If you want a conservative woman of value, she definitely picks herself up from her own bootstraps. So you don't want no bitches used to, stuck on government dependence, right? Do you want a conservative woman of value? She believes in marriage between a man and a woman, and she only has eyes for one man, her husband. All right. Womb management, conservative woman of value. Yeah, she didn't live her life man to man. She kept her integrity, waiting for her king. And Proverbs 31 woman, she knows exactly what to do as a wife. She's gonna be there cooking, cleaning, taking care of the household. The biblical family order is God, Christ, man, woman, child. So her one duty is the children, the family structure and the children. If she's not good at that, she better don't be questioning you, because that's not even a hierarchy of it. So it's man, woman, child. She shouldn't even be asking you questions. So MGTOW MAGA guys, make sure you guys get this.
You can do anything you want when you said.
We're back. We just finished with the 3 questions, the 3 most imperative questions to ask women today. All right, it shows you the difference between a conservative woman and a liberal woman. Believe me, those 3 questions aren't gonna answer all questions. Women are very manipulative. They're very smart. As we evolve, they evolve. They have all kind of access to social media, all kind of access to gadgets now. OnlyFans, all kind of stuff. They're gamers now. They're playing PlayStation now, so they're right up there with manipulative games and mind games, just like us guys. That's why I choose to be 100% transparent and 100% incorruptible. I rather just choose to just be honest and upfront with everybody from now on in my life. You know, why not tell the truth? I don't have nothing to worry about. I can go to sleep at night. Cool, man. So yeah, man. So yeah, we were talking earlier about Trina and you know, the new generation Sukihana. And I remember when I was growing up in Carroll City, last episode I told you guys I grew up in Carroll City, Florida. Carroll City, Opelika, Florida. So growing up, the whole time in Carroll City, right, majority black, I always hated the loud, ratchet, ghetto. I don't know why. I just never liked it. From elementary all the way to high school. And as soon as I was finished with high school, I took 2 years in the job market, and then I went to the military because I had to get the hell away from Carroll City. I was just tired of it. I was just fed up with it. The quality of women, yes, you could come across some nice ones, but feminism done fucked up the mindset so bad that even Shahrazad Ali couldn't save these women. So growing up in that neighborhood, you know, I love black women, right? But I can't deal with the typical black woman available. You know what I'm saying? The fake hair, the attitude, you know what I'm saying? The Trina talking, the Sukihana talking, aka like the Bulldogs, the roof. You know what I'm saying? Who wanna hear that? You know what I'm saying? So I promote Jungle Fever. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. I'm not racist. You feel me? Being conservative, you can't be racist. You feel me? Let me go ahead and read a quick another quick little thing, another quick scripture from the Black Saitama page. All right, this one is entitled "Liberal Hoes." Again. All right, so it's a funny meme right here. So let's get started. So a good guy, he's thinking, at what point in time did you think being in a relationship, starting a family, being engaged, and eventually getting married meant that it was okay for you to continue fucking other niggas? And then you go down to the liberal hoe, and she's trying to figure it out. I don't know how many of you guys been in relationships, right, and been cheated on or playing games and lied to or whatever, but every time you catch these females, they have this same puzzled look on their face, like they ain't know they was fucking up. Right? The last little girl I was messing with here, that was right before I went to St. Thomas. Little black girl around the crib. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? And then one day it just stopped. No explanation. No nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Go to ask her questions. She ain't answering the phone. Not being an adult. Right? And from that point on, right before I went to St. Thomas, I said, you know what, I'm done, man. I'm done. You know what I'm talking about? I'm done. I'm done playing these games with these females, blah, blah, blah. So then I went to St. Thomas. I've been in St. Thomas for about 3 years and celibate. I ain't messed with no girls down there. Had a few girls that was interested, but no, I wasn't interested because I knew I was on a plan. I was on my MGTOW MAGA missions. You feel me? To get to where I'm doing right now. You know, this super sexy show, along with other endeavors that I'm doing. If I would have been distracted by a woman, that probably wouldn't have played out the way I want. I'd probably been right back to dumb simping like I was the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I put that to the side and I decided to pursue my dreams. And I was telling you earlier, how did MGTOW save my life? Well, first it goes back to this guy here, Ron Paul. Everything started for me in Djibouti, Africa, 2008. 2008 was when Ron Paul got me off the Democrat plantation. I was listening to his political speeches and his political debates as he was running for president. And at this time, I'm a Democrat. I'm a liberal, right? And I didn't understand the differences. I just knew that we was voting Democrat our whole life, right? So when I heard Ron Paul on the issues, and I heard him debate both Republicans and Democrats, both liberals and conservatives and progressives and moderates, right, and independents, no one beat Ron Paul in debate, but they blackballed him anyway because his message was just too clean, and he was anti-war. He turned me into everything that I wanted, right? So I came back home from the military, like I said, went through the divorce, everything like that. I didn't get my divorce until 2015, right? And the two best decisions I can remember now, you know, from then was, the first best decision I ever made was getting off the Democrat plantation in 2008 with Ron Paul, and in 2015 was filing for divorce and going MGTOW. I had had enough. My mind had changed from Africa, right? My mind had changed from Africa. I came back anti-war, pro-peace, libertarian, Venus Project. I didn't care about money anymore. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about materialism anymore. That was something that my wife at the time, she couldn't understand. I was all about pursuing a farming career in Costa Rica with my father, and my wife wasn't with that, right? So everything that I wanted to do, she wasn't with it. She didn't want to obey. She didn't want to submit. You know what I'm saying? And I knew she was liberal the whole time, but now as our marriage grew, I seen, okay, yeah, she really liberal. She really took over that feminist spirit took over her heart, and she didn't want to follow my lead for nothing. So, you know, the marriage slowly, you know, it went away. The marriage ended, and after St. Thomas, leading to now, I'm 100% MGTOW and MAGA. I will never go and fall under that trap again. It has to be, not to say it has to be my way, but I'm pursuing my dreams full speed ahead. You know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to help me, a woman, a significant other, if they want to help me and be a part of my life, they have to be 100% with my goals first. You feel me? And we'll both accomplish each other's dreams, but I'm not changing course. My goals are gonna get done first. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this farm. I'm gonna get this show up and running. I'm gonna get the food truck up and running. I'm gonna get a restaurant up and running. Those are gonna be my goals. And if a woman wants to be a part of my life, she's gonna have to be part of my program. If you start chasing women and being a part of their program, I guarantee they're not leading you to nothing but debt. That's all I have to say about that, guys. So, cool. Let's go on to the last subject. I was gonna play a little Jungle Fever clip, but no, we don't need to do that. We're gonna jump right into the last segment called "What Dumbness You're Talking About." And today's starring coon is T.I. He won the award this week. Again, T.I. can't stay out the news, man. One day this nigga a politician, next day the nigga a goddamn political activist, next day he a gangster, next day he a family man, next day he cheating on his wife, right? So he always seems to make it in the news. I don't know why. The black delegation feels like this is the guy to speak on black issues and black problems all the time. Ever since he started beef with Shawty Lou, I know he was a fuck nigga. So I really don't pay attention to T.I. too much, but yeah, so on this week edition of What Dumbness You're Talking About, this is going towards T.I., Jada Pinkett, and the black community with this fake sympathy outrage for letting criminals get away with bad behavior, and then when they get, for instance, shot up, now it's like we're supposed to just have this knee-jerk reaction and say it's police brutality, it's racism. But when you look at the actual footage, right? When you look at the actual footage, you see that this was a justified shooting. So we're gonna go straight into the clip of this graphic video of Rashad Brooks. Rashad Brooks, he's resisting arrest we're gonna show the aftermath of the death, which led to Wendy's being burnt on fire, right? We're gonna look at a quick video of T.I. protesting, and let's see what he's talking about. More race baiting, not addressing the. I guarantee this video he's not addressing the issues, like telling Black America, like, okay, you get pulled over from the cops, you get arrested, you don't try to run, you don't steal the taser, you don't shoot the taser at the cop. I guarantee T.I. doesn't say any of that shit in the fucking video, but we're gonna get to that too. So let's start with the first video of what actually happened with Rashad Brooks. It's very, like I told you guys, it's very touchy. This is a very touchy subject, but we must get through these issues. Let's go.
Having too much to drink to be driving, so put your hands behind your back for me. Yeah, put your hands behind your back. Hey, stop fighting. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. You're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased. Stop. Stop. You're gonna get tased. Hey, hands off the fucking taser. Stop. Hands off the taser. Stop fighting. Hands off the taser. Stop fighting. Get the fucking taser. That's 63.
All right, let's pause it right there. I think we have more foot. Yeah, we have the second angle here on the same video. Let's play it some more. All right, so he's getting arrested, guys. Now look, first mistake right there. Let's pause it. Let's pause it. That's a mistake. You're not supposed to do that right there. You're not supposed to do that right there. Okay, so he's resisting arrest now, trying to evade police. I wonder if T.I. go talk about that. Let's see. Tussling, fighting, resisting, fighting. Sad story again. I don't know how many times this is gonna happen in the Black community, right? But somebody has to say something. I guess it's gonna be me. Okay, my dad, like I said, my dad was a cop, and he gave us all the warnings growing up, especially growing up Black, right? And this leads on what I spoke about last week. Without white law enforcement, who's responsible for the criminal Blacks, right? So from the beginning of the video, it was innocent. They had him blow into a breathalyzer, right? Everywhere I know, the legal limit is 0.08, right? So I'm reading that he blew a 1 point something, right? So of course he's under arrest. He tries to run away. Okay, then he ends up fighting the cops. He rolling around with the cops. Not one cop wakes up in the morning, going to work, saying they ready to go roll around on the floor. Okay, rolling around on the floor. Grab the dude taser, shoots the taser at the cop. That's a justified killing. Closed case. I'm not here to debate with T.I. or anybody else. Everybody knows what you're supposed to do, and that was a totally justified shooting. All right, so let's go to the aftermath. This is the knee-jerk reaction. This is the knee-jerk reaction of the Black community, right? So we see Rashad Brooks totally in the wrong. He was arrested. Just have your day in court, buddy. Just have your day in court. But he figured he was probably going to go to jail again. Who knows? So that's what happened. So here's the aftermath at the Wendy's. Yeah, they burnt that shit down. Wendy's restaurant in Atlanta set on fire by protesters after deadly police shooting. Burning up the Wendy's? What the hell did Wendy's have to do with it? Now, I don't know how many people probably work at that Wendy's, but you probably have, I'm sure you have let me pause that. You have a general manager. You have a manager, probably out 2 or 3 managers. You have a fucking crew about at least 15, right? Who knows the families they have and the bills they have to pay and the things they have to do to provide for their life. You just burnt down their place of employment. Insurance is going to take care of the building. Insurance ain't going to take care of their living wages. Yeah, this is the aftermath. This is the black community, man. Knee-jerk reactions. I swear this morning, I woke up, first thing I seen on YouTube was Jada Pinkett with the puppy dog face, crying with the sad face. She had the same face the same face she made Snoop Dogg apologize with. That's the face she had. Talking about another one is shot, blah, blah, blah. Then she said she go, look at the cops. Then she said she will have some panel, you know, of to discuss the topic, and they're still killing us and stuff like that. But I don't know if she's aware of I don't know if she was aware of the video, because the video I just seen with this guy resisting arrest and shooting a taser at the cop. Yeah, that was a justified shooting, so I don't know what she's talking about. So yeah, you know, pretty much that's the aftermath. They burnt that whole thing down. We're gonna pause that right here, and then we're gonna get into T.I. We're gonna get into T.I. at the protests.
T.I. also made an appearance at the Wendy's where 27-year-old Rashard Brooks was killed. He said there needs to be unity to promote real change. Look
at this nigga, man. First of all, look at this nigga, man. Political activist, rapper. The nigga ain't run for politics once. Why do we always go to him? Why do we always go to him? The black community always go to him or Killer Mike or one of these rappers to speak on these issues. Anytime something tragic happens in the white community, you never see the white community go and grab a country singer or a NASCAR driver or any fucking entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's a private matter. Usually they get a professional, a lawyer, or someone to speak on the issue. You feel me? But in the black community, we always get a hip-hop star, an actor or somebody. All right, let's get back to T.I. T.I. pushes for unity and real change. All right, let's hear what this nigga got to say.
Now, I know we do a lot of talking about what separates us. I know we do a lot of talking about how far we have to go, but let's talk about what we've done. Let's talk about what we've done in such a short period of time. We have forced them to acknowledge the pain that has existed for years and years.
Look at the fake tears, man. What pain, nigga? What pain? What pain you going through, bro?
We have forced them to take into account and consider what we've gone through ever since they brought us to this country.
Nigga, you was born in America. The fuck you talking about? Where they brought you from, T.I.? I swear to God, man.
We have forced them to now be considerate of our lives, our liberties, and we can't let up off the gas. Now, I have a phrase, it's us or else. But I want to explain to you what that or else means. I'ma just tell you, I care, that's why I'm here. I'm not a politician.
Yeah, we know that, nigga.
I don't run no office.
We know that.
I don't do none of the stuff that politicians do. I care, that's why I'm here. That's why I was at that press conference. That's why Killer Mike was at that press conference. Because we care. This is about us, and I feel like us together, united, is better than the strongest of us, separated and apart. That's right.
Oh my God. Like I told you, man, the real Negro Coons, man. So the segment is for him. What dumbness are you talking about, T.I.? Not once did you address this nigga resisting arrest. Not once did you address this nigga fighting the cop. Not once did you address this nigga shooting the taser at the cop. But what you say, I'm not a politician, but it sure sound like you was sounding like fucking Martin Luther King just now with the bullshit. Go ahead with that bullshit on T.I. Ain't nobody paying attention to your ass, man. Anyways, man, so this is what I think the black community thinks the police should treat criminals. So we're going to get into this quick skit. It's a funny skit. We're going to end off the show with this one here. So like you see, T.I., he didn't address the situation at all. He just went up there, gave some lip service. And I think this is what the black community wants. I think this is how the black community wants police to police the black neighborhoods. We're going to get into it right now.
Freeze! Police! Hands up. Turn around slowly. Okay, buddy. Do not move a muscle. Up. Get your hands back up. No. Raise them. Up. Hands up now. No, stop. I said no moving. Put your foot down. That's good. No, easy does it. No, don't pick your other foot up. Put that down. Put your foot down. Put your foot down. There we go. No, do not pick the other one up. Put that one down. Put your foot down. No, not put them both down at the same. Okay, now you're just walking. Stop walking. Now. No walking. I want you to stop walking right now. Do not get near that car. Wait, get away from it. No, don't go near that car. Don't open that door. Do not open that door. Don't open it. Do not open the car door. Don't you open that door. Don't. Do not get in that car. Freeze. Your butt better not hit that seat. Okay, stay. Get out of there. Get out of the car right now. No, you don't. Don't you dare reach for that glove compartment. Don't reach for that glove compartment. Get away from the glove compartment. Get away from the glove compartment. Don't you open it. Do not grab that gun. Whatever you do, you better not grab that gun. You better not grab that gun. Do not pull that gun on me. Put that down. Don't you pull that gun on me. No, hey, put that down. Don't do it. Damn it. God damn it. Damn it. Not again.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Super Sexy Black Saitama Show. Please click like, subscribe, share, donate, and join in on the Super Sexy conversation. For the best political conversations on social media, holla at your boy Super Sexy Baby. You can catch me on Instagram, blacksaitama_ or #2 stunner. You can catch me on Twitter, blacksaitama_, and you can catch me on Facebook as Amir Waheed or Prince Nasif. Please donate. CashApp is going to be $ Black Saitama. PayPal is going to be PayPal.me/Black Saitama. Once again, thank you for joining in. Please continue to watch. I'm going to always try to keep the topic super sexy. We're going to get into a great conversation about reparations, but on that episode, we're going to have a live panel. I'm going to get a few of my friends, definitely some liberal friends, definitely some conservative-minded friends, and probably an independent or two, so we can keep the conversation, fluid with new ideas. Because at the end of the day, we want to come to solutions here. We don't just want to be talking that coon battle. We want solutions for these problems here. And yeah, man, I'm your boy Amir Waheed. You can call me Black Saitama. 340-473-2415. Yes, sir.